Hello friends, this is Node Chat Application tutorial series with MongoDB database. And in this part, we will write back-end code for fetch data from MongoDB chat message collection and send back this data to client in JSON format. In previous part, we have already write front-end code for send request to client, for fetch chat history data and display on web page. Now for fetch chat history data from MongoDB database, so we have goes to server file. And under this, we have goes into fetch chat route. And here, we have to write constant sender user ID and receiver ID variable is equal to request.body variable. So here, we are utilizing destructuring assignment to extract sender user ID and receiver user ID properties from request.body object. Now we have to define search query, so here we have create one constant query variable and assigning it an object, and this object will serve as the query criterion for searching chat messages in our MongoDB database. Within this query object, we define an array $O, which indicating that our search should match any of the conditions specified within it. That means the chat message should meet at least one of these array condition. Inside the $O array, we have an object with $and property, which indicating that all condition within it must be satisfied for the message to be considered a match. Within the $and array, we specify a condition where the chat message sender ID property of a chat message must match the sender user ID value, which is extracted from the request body. Additionally, we specify another condition where the chat message receiver ID property of a chat message must match the receiver user ID value, which is extracted from the request body. We close the first condition object within the $O array. After this, we start defining the second condition within the $O array, similarly using and to specify that all conditions within it must be met. Within this condition, we check if the chat message sender ID matches with the receiver user ID value, which is extracted from the request body. This scenario implies that the sender and receiver IDs are reversed compared to the first condition. Similarly, we check if the chat message receiver ID matches with the sender user ID value, which is also extracted from the request body. This query is structured to search for chat messages where the sender and receiver ID match, or either the provided sender and receiver ID, or vice versa, effectively capturing bidirectional conversations between users. After creating search query for fetch data, so now under this query, we want to include chat message date time condition, if this chat message date time provided. So for this, here we have to write if statement, and under condition, we have to write request.body.last chat date time variable value is not equal to blank, and if this condition true, then it will execute if block of code. And here we have to write query.chatMessageDateTime variable is equal to open and close bracket. So here, query represents our MongoDB query object, and we are targeting the chat message date time field and setting criteria for it. Under this bracket, we have to write $GT operator, which is stand for greater than. And it is comparison operator, which is used in MongoDB query to select documents where the value of a field is greater than the specified value. Next we are creating a JavaScript date object by using newDate method to instantiate a newDate object. And under this, we have to write request.body.lastChatMessage variable. So with this simple yet powerful line of code, and we are able to filter MongoDB records based on date criteria. Below this, we have to write constant chat date variable is equal to await chat message model.find method. And under this, we have to write query variable, in which we have defined search query based on different condition. After this, for sort data, here we have to write sort method, and under this, we have to write chat message date time key with value 1. So here, one parameter will sort data in ascending order. This means our chat message will be displayed from oldest to newest. So with this single line of code, it will fetched and sorted our chat data and ready to displayed in our Node.js application. After this, we have to define one chat data array variable, and under this, we will store chat data. After this, we want to get receiver user profile data, so here, we have to write receiver user data variable is equal to await keyword with get user data function. With receiver user ID variable as argument, so this function will return user profile data and store under this receiver user data variable. Now we want to fetch data from chat data array and store under this chat data array variable. So here, first we are iterating through each chat object in the chat data array by performing some essential operations along the way. And under this, first we are determining that whether each chat action is send or receive. So for this, here we have to write chat action variable is equal to receive. So here under this variable, we have defined default chat action. After this, we have to write if statement, and under condition, we have to write chat.chat message sender ID variable value is equal to sender user ID variable. So here, we have comparing the chat message sender ID to the sender user ID. If this condition true, so it will execute if block of code, and here, we have to write chat action variable is equal to send, so here, if above condition true, then chat action variable value will be sent. Once we have identified that chat action, so now we have to write chat data array variable.push method. And under this, we have to constructing an array for store chat message data under this chat data array variable. Under this array first key, we have to write receiver first name, and in value, we have to write receiver user data dot first name variable. In second key, we have to write receiver last name, and in value, we have to write receiver user data dot last name. In third key, we have to write receiver image, and in value, we have to write receiver user data dot image. In fourth key, we have to write message, and in value, we have to write chat.chat message. In fifth key, we have to write chat action, and in value, we have to write chat action variable. And in last key, we have to write date time, and in value, we have to write chat.chat message date time. So here, we have store required data under this array, and on every interval, it will store data under this chat data array variable. And after this, it will send this chat array variable data to client in JSON format, and this data will be displayed on web page. So here, our code is ready now for check output in the browser, so we have goes to terminal window. And here, we have to run this command, which will start Node development server. So friends, here we can see that chat application index page has been displayed. Now here, in login form, we have enter login details, one by one. And after this, we have click on login button, and after click on login button, here we can see that we have enter into chat application. And here, left side, we can see list of connected user, with start chat button. Now we want to chat with this user, so we have click on this, start chat button. So here, we can see that, chat area has been appear on web page. And under this, we can see that, chat message history data, has been displayed, under this chat area. Same way, we can view, another user chat message history data, by click on that, user start chat button. So in this part, we have learned, how to fetch chat message history data, from MongoDB database, and display on web page.